Go ahead.
Says, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you.
Yeah. So Salaki, going back, so say that there's an Israelite in my gym. All right. And he's talking about doing this and doing that. You know what, man, I'm about to go and eat this, man. Man, shit, like somebody at work. I don't let people know I'm an Israelite at work for that same reason. All right. Because you got Edomites in control, nigga. They got it to the point they can control and put you and fuck over you. They have more freedom to fuck over you, so to speak. So basically, the brother was talking about eating shrimp and catfish. And I just broke it down to him. I edified him. I said, a catfish, the way a catfish is made, the bottom feeders, and they retain everything that they eat. So whatever they eat, you're eating. And they basically eat shit all day, so you're eating shit. Instead of saying, the Bible says, that, catfish is you're not supposed to eat catfish.
Unclean. Yeah.
It's an unclean animal. I could have said it that way, but I said it the other way, but it still edified him at the end of the day. He went home knowing, the catfish, it's like eating shit. Shrimp is like eating shit. I ain't never know that. You go ahead.
Want to go all the way to the end?
Oh, no. We're going to go, I'm gonna get 1 Corinthians 3:1,
This is 1 Corinthians 3:1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach. Yeah, cause so we have to be able to relate. Even we have to get on a scholar level, and we get on as unto babes, as unto a carnal level. All right, cause sometimes that's the only thing Jake understands, man. All right, Jake like to hear that smooth shit, which we don't prophesy smooth shit, but Jake like to hear something they can relate to. That's like speaking in tongues. If we go to speaking on that scholarly level, because Jake at this point, they like that simple shit. You can tell by the music they listen to, right? So basically, they don't want to hear, and which all these niggas are wicked anyway. They don't want to hear no Lupe Fiasco or no Common. They want to hear, fucking 2 Chainz or some shit. Yeah, Webby or something,
So you have to sometimes you gotta dumb it down, like Paul said, to win some, because there's brothers that are in that fold of the 2 Chainz era. There's brothers that's in that era, There's brothers that's in there, probably got fucking bands on with skateboards and shit, and there's brothers in that era. Ain't like we gonna let you continue in that shit, but we talk to you in that language, and then once you get hooked on it, once we find out that you're intrigued, then we develop and then we build. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we were dealing with a brother a while ago, last year, he used to come up and we used to edify him, and he used to be smoking, all right? Mm-hmm. All right, and we used to tell him, we'd edify him for 90% of the time and then tell him 10% of the time he need to stop smoking. And then it got to the point we just totally edified him on it. But once he got into it and he was intrigued, he was listening constantly, we just went in on it, But once he realized the truth and said, man, these niggas is trying to tell me what to do or whatever, however these brothers be feeling, man.
You get all of me feelings, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat.
Yeah, milk is, the basics, Cause you're not, I ain't gonna say not supposed to, but, you dealing with somebody, you tell them they're Israelite, then you go into rape.
Yeah,
it's just like, what the fuck? This nigga crazy. That. Man, Negro Latino Native Americans, Israelites, in the Bible, we could rape people. Like, like, God damn, nigga,
That's that Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's that Lil Wayne type of punchline, and no build up in it, no nothing, no edifying, no nothing. It's just, this is what I can do, and this is what I can do. So you got to prove all things. The Bible says prove all things, right? All right, go ahead.
It says, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able.
Yeah, That's important. All right, knowing these people, that's another love of edifying. Knowing what people can bear, what they can understand, what they can hear. That's why a lot of people can't take what the elders say, man, because the elders are on the level. All right, you brothers gotta listen to somebody like us, or so, brothers that started a little bit, because we're fairly young, so we're not gonna we don't go as deep as the elders as fluent as they do, because they're deep and they're way more deep in the knowledge than we are. All right, so what you need to do is try to work your way up to the elders or something, Listen to the younger brothers, man. All right.
They got to where they at by experience, man. But the Most High, put them in that position.
Yep.
That was it to that.
Because a lot of
I could read some more.
You go ahead.
It says, "For ye are yet carnal, for whereas there's among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men?" Okay, that was it to that.
All right, go ahead. Give me this is the other aspect of looking at Philippians.
Okay. This is Philippians. Really, I can start from 14 or get straight to the point.
No, give me that knowledge puffed up real quick.
Okay.
That's what I want. Salakia. Because this the other aspect. You have the aspect we're dealing with, what we just dealt with. Now you have this aspect. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth.
Yeah, charity edify. Love edify. So when we're out there on them highways, man, speaking to you brothers, all right, as far as false prophets, their edification is for them. That's the aspect of the self-willed counsel. Yeah. You have the edification of that pride that you want to try to shit on people with knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up. All right? Because Paul was a bad dude, but he the one that said what? He is nothing. All right? And he had more gifts than any other prophet, man. All right? Paul wasn't the man that he was according to the scriptures because he flaunted these talents. It's because he was so humble, man. Because that's all you hear about. All right? You hear about the humbleness. You hear about the edification. All right, go ahead.
Says, and if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know.
Yeah, you know nothing yet as you ought to know. All right? It says, go from glory to glory. Basically, whatever the Most High gives you, that's what you know. And with that ain't shit. All right? That ain't nothing. So the little bit you an Israelite, and you know the commandments and things like that. It don't matter if you ain't a man, if you ain't keeping the commandments or you going off. All right. So niggas that go into that, like nobody knows more precepts than Ayash or Batak. You got all that knowledge, but where you at now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, when I used to have that, I used to be self-conscious about that, asking brothers, I used to call brothers, and then brothers would tell you, I call them like, man, dang, man, I can't remember precepts like that. I know them, I can quote them, but I just can't get down into it and say, give me this and give me that. I can quote it. So, and other brothers, I just ask, man, does precepts matter? Doesn't matter how many scriptures you know? It doesn't. It matters how sincere you are. You get what you get, and then give me those that worship Most High must worship in spirit and truth.
This is going right to what you were saying. It's Romans 14:1. He that is weak in the faith receive you, but not to doubtful disputations. For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. Let not him that eateth Salakia. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted to pull out.
You go into that though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into that. That's not what I wanted
Go get what you wanted though.
Okay.
All right, but that was talking about basically the level of what people, and don't judge people off what they receive. So if somebody's on the low level that is not as deep, it doesn't matter. And what matters in this is sincerity of it, man. Because somebody could break down Genesis 25, all right, in sincerity and truth. That's what it's about. All right, that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's not about how deep you can go, how many books you can pull out on Esau. No, it's beautiful and it's real edifying to brothers that want to take it there. But if you're serious about what you're doing, if you're sincere about what you're doing, then that's what matters, man. No matter how many precepts it's about the sincerity of this, man. All right, because it goes back to what the workers getting the penny.
Yeah.
And just like our elders been in this for a long time, right? They've been in this for a long time. We've been in this for a short period of time. Lord willing, if we both get the salvation, guess what? We both get the salvation. That's right. That's how it works. They have mass amount of knowledge and they're on a high level, but we both gonna be on a chariot, Lord willing. Okay. That's how it works, man. And you're not supposed to get mad at nobody or be offended at nobody, however, if they've been in for a long time or if they've been in for a short time. All right? It's just, what it's about is about that charity. It's about having that love for your brother to get them on that chariot. That's why you have to edify, because you're supposed to show that love. Like, you can't be looking at a nigga like I'm mad because you don't know what I know, unless they don't want to know what you know. All right?
That's kind of passe, but I'm still just...
Yeah, you can still get it, though.
It's 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord.
Yeah, there's differences of gifts. Basically, it don't matter what level. It don't matter. You can speak in tongues. This brother speak in tongues. This brother's had a gift for speaking, interpreting. There's brothers with a bunch of gifts in one. There's brothers with a couple gifts in one. But what it says is one Lord. All right? Which means what? We are the same mind. All right? Regardless if a person's a good could speak in different tongues, and he can have all the gifts. A person could just have one gift. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the revelation of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You have all them gifts all you want. Like, you got a car, right? You got a car with a CD player, USB port, got the hybrid, you got all this shit, but it's still, and I got a bummy coupe. Yeah. It's still going to get me to work. Okay. My job is my point to have that car is to get me to work. That souped up coupe is nice to have, but at the end of the day, it was made for us to get you from point A to point B. Like somebody said, as long as it gives me the point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? That having one gift, if it gets you from point A to point B, which is the chariot, that's what it's about. Go ahead.
I'm reading it down because it's pretty long. It says, there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh in all.
Yep. There's diversities of operations, GMS, other camps. All right. As long as you speaking of the same mind, we under the same banner. All right. And then it says go administrations. That's rankings and levels, man. That's rankings and levels. You can't be up in this truth mad because somebody so-called getting shine. Because they're elders. That's what a lot of you niggas out there that be bucking up against the elders of GMS. You mad because they're in that administration. The Most High set them up in that administration. All right, you just mad, and brothers be looking at other brothers, within camps, because of their administration. That's how the Most High set it up. And the Most High is just as